I said I think Grixis decks playing 4 Cryptic Command and 4 Culligan's Command are bad at the moment. Alright. I would just like the record to reflect that this deck drives me to drink, and that is why I'm probably not going to play it at the Open. Alright. Does this hand do anything? It doesn't really, right? It doesn't have any fast mana. It doesn't have a Whir. I guess it can cast a Whir. I'm gonna keep this. I haven't played this deck enough. I guess if they're a fast deck, I have EE and Pyrite Spellbomb to like stop it. Get ready for 4 hours of prison, right, JP? I think our quickest league with this deck is almost 3 hours. I mean, our hand has interaction though. So like if it's a matchup where we need a fast prison, we have ways to not die. So I think this is a fine keep because of that. Candy alcohol. Put a buck on Green Black Rock, been having a blast watching it. Thank you, Last Chance. Definitely going to be playing more of that as I get ready for the Open next month. I think I'm just going to cast a bunch of spells here, right? Oh, actually, I can do this. And I can do this. And I can do this. And then my Mox Opal is on, so I can crack the map with that. What am I drinking? Yeah, I'm allowed to say. It is a Mike's Hard Black Cherry Lemonade. It's like if Jolly Rancher and alcohol had a child. Hey, happy anniversary, chat. Angel Havoc, thank you for the 4-month resubscription, a third of a year. Welcome back. I do appreciate that. I'm just going to go get Inventors Fair here. Ipnu Rivulet Golden Crush. So I'm going to cast this. I'm going to play this. I don't want to expose the Inventors Fair to a Spreading Seas here. So I'm just going to go ahead and play this in Transmute. Chalice of the Void's probably pretty okay here, right? How do we feel about Chalice on 2? Yes, my schedule times are all CST. How do we feel about Chalice on 2? I kind of like Chalice on 2. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. I can't take forever and think with all the lines in this deck, so we're gonna time out. No, I can just go get a Ghost Quarter or a Tech Edge to kill the search after they flip it. Main board, we might actually get Detention Sphered here. Gideon, sure. They have D-Sphere and they have Cryptic Command to bounce. This is game 1, match 1, Bob. So you cool. You cool. It's game 1, match 1. Whir of Invention. Well, that'll be good in a little bit. I should probably just do that now and like shut this off, right? No, this is card for card the last list I changed. I guess I could just Explosives this. I think I'm actually just gonna Explosives this now. It's already back in the queue, Bob. I'm going to use yours to push it up so we get to it again sooner. It's got a lot of sweet lines. If you are into solving puzzles while playing Magic, this is the deck for you in Modern, I think. Yeah. I think it's doing pretty powerful things. I actually think these controlling matchups, the Cryptic Command decks in general, might be a little bit difficult. It has toolbox. Yes, that is a great way to describe it. It has toolboxes for its toolboxes. Perfect, Weeb Army. Will do. Will do. Yes, this is, as far as feel smart Modern decks go, this is towards top. That's a terrifying card in this matchup to play out. We're gonna board that one out, in fact, because they can just Cryptic it and then get rid of our hand, which sucks. This deck, the only deck that comes close to having the toolboxes that this deck has is probably Amulet Titan. Because, like, Titan has, like, the Tolaria West for my packs, for other stuff, I've been standing for 2 hours. I'm going to sit my large posterior down. Enjoy the ride, chat. So that kill is fine for us. We're going to go ahead and whir for, what's it called? The thing? We'll whir for the thing. Crucible of Worlds. I'm going to cash in at least one of these spell bombs, I think, here. I actually don't have level 10 in all of them yet either, Bob. I think I've got Warrior, Priest, and Warlock that I'm not level 10 in yet. Whenever I'm supposed to kill this. It's a pretty good draw. The best way to get in contact with me about putting deck lists in the queue is a whisper on Twitch, a direct message on Twitter, or a private message on Discord. I see you're already one of the subscribers, so if you're in the subs Discord, you can private message me on there as well. Thanks everyone for hanging out here tonight. Got almost 900 people hanging out. There's a lot of different things you could be doing, different people to be watching. Thanks for choosing to spend the start of your weekend here. Hope everyone's having a great Friday. You still having guests over for the stream? No, I don't think, didn't end up talking to anyone about coming over for tonight. I think we're just gonna have a chill stream. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and start by casting this Whir of Invention at their end of turn, because if they counter that, I can untap and play Tezzeret the Seeker. I might have Matt over for one of the green-black leagues before Louisville. It's the style of deck he'd enjoy, I think. I also think another card we could play for Jeskai, Bob, is we could play God, I'm blanking on the name. Oh, Metallic Rebuke is a card I've thought about testing. You are allowed to post TCG related things in chat. No spam, no porn. Does porn count as spam? Probably. So if I get Crucible here, they get to kill this. Maybe I should have zapped this. Yeah, magic related things our links are fine in chat. I've got nothing against porn, folks. Just don't link it in the chat. This is not, there's a time and a place for everything, and this is not it. Not for that. All right, what is this Tezzeret doing? I think I'm just gonna put this Grafdigger's Cage into play. Like untap this. Maybe I'm just supposed to go get Crucible here. I think I'm just on my own side, Immortal. Oh, it does threaten lethal. That's true. I didn't even think about that. No, I definitely don't think they'd ignore Tez. If Stream Decker's being poopy, you can, it's more work, but you can go on my YouTube channel. And this is the same blue-red list that we played last time. I'm just gonna crack this and go get Academy runes. Yeah, okay, so I'm gonna get Academy runes here. And then I think we're gonna flip Expedition map back on top of our deck if they flip this. Will there be any weekend streams? Yeah, I'm planning to stream either tomorrow or Sunday night after the Open's done. I need to talk to Christy and find out which of the nights she'd prefer I do something. That's kind of annoying. I guess this lets me put explosives back on top of my deck, though. Which means I can get my Tezzeret back, which is nice. Oh, this shuffles it away. Tilt. That doesn't work. That doesn't work. The more you know. I got there before it happened. It's probably still right to put the explosives back into my deck, but, you know, details. Is the weekend stream modern? Most likely. If you look at the donation queue and you look and see which decks have the most points behind them, those are generally going to be the ones we're going to play. So I can do this, and then during their upkeep, in response to this exiling my hand, I can whir. The snap is going places. You're not wrong. He's coffee's for closers. He's getting himself a cup of joe. So I'm gonna go ahead and do this now while they're tapped out. Not even a guess. Thank you very much for the Twitch Prime support. I really appreciate that. Thank you for helping me do what I do here almost every day now. Thank you. If you're a regular viewer and you're returning, or if you're just new and you really like the content, be sure you check out my post talking about my updated rest of spring and summer schedule starting next week. I'll be streaming a whole lot more. I already played a land for the turn. I played the Darksteel Citadel, so that's why we're not playing anything with Crucible. Cage doesn't stop Crucible. I understand how my magic cards work. Yeah, the dealer's choice decks are basically I want to play a deck that I've built. Ooh, that's really bad for us. So, like the green-black rock list we played tonight, that took a dealer's choice list off the queue. So, I know those are at the top, but I like to space them out so I can like think about the decks that I'm playing and changes I'm making in between playing them. We're kind of getting beat down here, chat. Hopefully they have a bunch of 2-drops in their hand. A second Cryptic Command and the second Attention Sphere was kind of a beating. That's probably going to be the end of the game. The Jace the Mind Sculptor probably lets them keep. Probably lets them let Snapcaster kill us at this point. We have 3 engineered explosives in our deck, so like if we sneak one of those through and they don't have a Logic Knot or Cryptic Command, like maybe we could steal this and get back in it. It's pretty unlikely though. It's a matchup where Welding Jar is pretty embarrassing. All their artifact removal is exile. I guess they figure they can just kill us with Jace, or did they bottom a card and then we drew this randomly? They put a card in the bottom, so this was our draw for the turn. They didn't get to see this one. Them crypticking that actually feels pretty good. That means if they bottom and then we like luck into a engineer explosive, we can maybe win the game with this Tezzeret and this Crucible. Well, so here's the thing, Tom. I almost said I think I should have killed the Snapcaster Mage again, but honestly, like, we're just gonna lose to the Jace, right? So, like, the Snapcaster Mage is, like, gonna kill us a turn or two sooner, but, like, the Jace is gonna win the game anyways. No worries. And for people that do message me deck lists that are interested in having me play on stream, be aware that I don't look at them midstream. So after I finish streaming for the evening, I always go through my Twitch messages, my Discord messages, and my Twitter DMs and sort everything out. No, I want to EE for 3 to kill these. I would like my Tezzeret and my Crucible back, please. Found a piece of candy, chat. Hey, last chance. It's our 2 months. I didn't get you anything. You got me another subscription. Thank you very much, last chance. I appreciate that. Welcome back. I appreciate the continued support. Thanks for continuing to help me do what I do here. Remembered my trigger. God, I'm good at magic. No third cryptic command, please. Fourth cryptic command, please. We also have Logic Knot here. If they don't... Ooh, baby, baby. Ooh, baby, baby. Ooh, baby, baby. Ooh, baby, baby. What to do, what to do, what to do. All right, let's get that Inventors Fair out here. We're just gonna go get Sorcerous Spot. We're gonna go get Pithing Needle. Turn this Jace the Mind Sculptor off here. Well. If it isn't my good friend Pithing Needle. Survey says the fourth cryptic command is the card we're looking to dodge at this point. Possibly the most important part of the game we're currently playing. We're up 3 minutes on clock currently. Next turn, this Inventors Fair gets Ensnaring Bridge. And then we play it back from the discard pile again. Yeah, the chances... I think the last time we played this matchup, I ended up timing my opponent out. Three hours is my average blue-red league. Well. If it isn't our good friend, the Ensnaring Bridge. God, it's so good, chat. Why is it so good? Oh, it just makes me want to do terrible things to people. It just, yeah. Oh, yeah. All right. So at the initial sideboarding... Yeah, we said Padeem had been a little bit medium. I wanted to give it another chance. I wanted to give Padeem another chance. Yeah, Jace was needled. All right, I don't need Welding Jar. I want Defense Grid. Why isn't that in my deck? Why isn't Defense Grid in my deck? Bottled Cloister is getting out. Yep. I think I can cut an Ensnaring Bridge in this matchup. Cutting Talisman of Dominance is probably fine too. Just like don't need more mana. Don't need to rush. I don't think Torpor Orb is good enough. I'll keep Cage. Turning off Snapcaster Mage is probably fine. Yeah, I like 3 bridges. Like, you want one eventually, like that game showed, but, like, you don't need to draw a lot of them early. Cage is okay. It turns off Snapcaster Mage. You would cut a Mox. Get out of here. Maybe you're right. Thinking. I believe you. Actually. I don't need nut starts in this matchup. Spellskite is for redirecting artifact removal. The win con in this deck is Ipnu Rivulet. Right here. Misery is the answer, but this is the card. Does this do anything? This stops Jace ult from killing us, but I guess we have other things for that. I guess this card's not good. Yeah, I'm really the Spellbomb in. Yeah, we got plenty of things to Spell Snare. Although I guess I'm putting Chalice on too. All right, yeah, I've changed my mind. Let's do this. It's fine. Not super exciting, but fine. They got 14 minutes to win 2 games. Good luck and Godspeed. This hand plays Spellskite on turn 1, doesn't it? God bless. Nah, Witchbane Orb, we have 3 needle effects, chat. So you want to deal with Jace proactively. I'm gonna go ahead and Bauble ASAP. This isn't a matchup where we need to get our hand empty fast for Ensnaring Bridge, so like Baubling sooner rather than later can give us valuable information like this. If they have Geist. I actually think sideboarding with this deck is pretty straightforward, just because like you have so many bullets in your main deck that like it's usually pretty obvious which bullets you want to cut. They left Path to Exile in their deck. Maybe they just don't have anything to cut. That's really surprising that they have Path to Exile in their deck. I guess, and this was why we were gonna cut Padeem, right? Because everybody always has creature removal in their deck post board against us. And like that's not bad there for us, but like yeah, okay. I now remember why we were gonna cut Padeem. I remember why Padeem was on the chalking block. We'll cut him next time. In fact, I'm gonna go to the donation spreadsheet now. Blue Red Prison. Cut fucking Padeem. We're gonna leave a note there on the spreadsheet for future Jeff. Yeah, I agree. Regardless of why the removal is still in their deck, chat, everybody always has creature removal in their deck post-board against us, which makes Padeem bad. Regardless of if it's right, wrong, if it's good deck building, bad deck building, good play, bad play, the end result is they have them in their deck, so I shouldn't play Padeem. This is post-board. They have Path to Exile in their deck post-board. Yes, correct. Ghirapur Aether Grid. Well, that card sounds quite excellent. Nah, future Jeff is usually pretty understanding of past Jeff. The only time past Jeff really isn't understood is when he writes code. Past Jeff's a real asshole when he writes code. Past Jeff thinks his code is self-documenting and doesn't leave comments because he's an asshole. Stony Silence. That's rude. The answer, chat, to how do you beat Stony Silence is just Ghirapur Aether Grid them a bunch. Or Alter Tezzeret, like one of the two. Pick your choice. But Jeff, why aren't we killing the Stony Silence with engineered explosives? Because engineered explosives is an artifact, chat, so we can't activate it while Stony Silence is out. Just answering that question before it gets asked. What is it? There's a comic that I love to reference. It's at one point only myself and God knew how this code works, and now only God knows. No, chat, the Mox Opal makes a color, so you just use the Mox Opal. You just use the Mox Opal to do that. Hey, Anaerotics, always be cooking. I figured you'd find that amusing. I thought I was funny. I hope you thought I was funny too. Welcome back. Thanks for the resub. I appreciate the copious amounts of support that you always provide here. And asked who wrote this. It was me. I assume this is going to take Aether Grid off the table. I'll probably play explosives for 0 at some point, perhaps, but like, adding explosives to the table gives me a 5th artifact, which is not an even number of artifacts, so it doesn't give me another Ghirapur trigger. So like, there's really no rush to do it. Get defense grid back. Maybe. Defense grid really doesn't accomplish anything on this current board state, is the thing. Ping, Stony Silence. We really want to draw another grid or a land here. Untapped land. Hey, that's an expedition map. That's like another land, right? We just crack it and go get a land. Oh, I didn't play. I have a... Why? Chat. I didn't play the land from my discard pile because I forgot. I have... There's a Stony Silence. I can't use Crucible. Look, chat, I shouldn't be drinking, okay? I'm gonna blame the alcohol. Blame it on the alcohol. All right, Pithing Needle. Probably don't need to tag this. This is gonna name like Jace proactively here. I think so. How's it going, wife? You probably need more of those soon.
Do we have?
Oh, right. I'm not sure actually.
Smells weird down here.
It's like despair and nerd stank. Ip found the win condition, chat. Basically can't lose. Basically can't lose.
What's for dinner?
Your move, Yugi boy. Whatever you want to get.
Did we get enough bits to afford it?
We did. There's always enough bits to afford it.
Think about it.
Did they just fetch a basic there while I have Ghost Quarter out? Who's ready to mill them out, chat? So people were asking what the win condition in this deck was. It's this. This plus Crucible is literally, excuse me, literally our win condition. I'm gonna mill them before I Ghost Quarter them, because I'd like a chance to hit the remaining basics with this. It does turn off Crucible. You're not wrong. I mean, like, this is a good example. Like, could I activate the blue-black middle land here? I couldn't, right? Stony Silence is not amazing against the deck that we're playing, which is one of the reasons why I like it. If they activate this, I will Ghost Quarter them in response. They're revving. Oh, they flipped so they could rev for extra. Sure. You're just helping me mill you out, opponent. All right, so I'm going to let this happen. I'm going to Ipnu, mill them. And I'm going to go ahead and Ghost Quarter them. How do you win through Leyline? You kill it with engineered explosives. You can also kill them by ultimating Tezzeret the Seeker. No, stop it. Don't play another D-Sphere. Stop it. I fucked up, chat. I shouldn't have played the Ipnu. I shouldn't have cracked the Ipnu Rivulet. I should have kept it because I don't have a 5th mana to play Tezzeret, so I don't have anything else going on here. I also don't have red mana, so like I can't, yeah, like if I could windmill this card this turn, we'd be in a good spot. I mean, like, that's a thing, I guess. Probably stops them from killing me. Tilt. I feel like everybody who plays Magic thinks splashing a color in Modern is more free than it is. I feel like people undervalue or underestimate the amount of damage you take from your own lands from splashing a color in Modern. Another negate, sure. Hopefully. We got 2 Ensnaring Bridges left. We've got 4 Whirs and another Tezzeret. So we just need to find a bridge or a tech edge. Ghirapur Aether Grid also lets us mow this down. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Not quite. Yeah, and the mana base in that deck was miserable and you took a lot of damage from it. Look, that should make me an expert on this, right? Like someone who's like splashed way more colors than he should. I would love to put this on 2. It's a little late. They've already played a bunch of 2 mana things, but I think this is worthwhile. Really don't have a lot of 2 mana things ourselves. I missed Chalice on 2. He was great. Well, he's here. He heard your calls, Grinsey, and he's like, you know what, dog? You're right. We need more Chalice on 2 in our lives. All right, opponent has now used 7 minutes in this game. So assuming they use at least a minute more and it's going to take them just as long to win the 3rd game, we'll get to time them out. Doo-doo. Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. I just want bridge, right? Yeah, I'm just gonna get bridge. Go. How'd the rock finish? We died to Tron, believe it or not. We won the rest of them. I'm keeping my hand at 1 card so they can't attack with the Snapcaster Mage if they flash it in. This is the first match of this league, Eneronics. 25k for a 5-0. All right. There's a deck that can 5-0. It's definitely this one. This deck's very good. All right. Sent it back from whence it came. For those of you that are new, Anoronics makes that offer a reasonable amount of the time, and he always comes through. He always comes through. I'm gonna play this out for 2 here, just in case they have negate. They more than likely have another cryptic command, but just in case it's another negate, I'm gonna play this out before I play the bridge. I need Anoronics in my... Don't we all need Anoronics in our lives? I need my 300k badge. All right, opponent, it's taking you 9 minutes to win this game. Oh, did you not have a counterspell? That's so good for me if you don't have a counterspell. No, he said bits. Wait, what? There's another Ensnaring Bridge in my discard pile, right? Yep. Well, I definitely want to draw an Ensnaring Bridge next turn, right? That's a Jace the Mind Sculptor. Enjoy, opponent. Poor Chad has all this pent-up energy and nowhere to go. Are we having fun yet, opponent? I'm having fun. My opponent stopped having fun. Come back, opponent. Come back. There's so much more fun to be had. Well, I wait for the next match to pop to have more fun. I would just like to say good morning, afternoon, good night to everybody wherever in the world. My name is Jeff Hoagland. I'm a full-time streamer and content producer here on Twitch. I stream Magic 30 plus hours a week. If you're enjoying my content, please consider subscribing to my channel. Subscriptions start at $4.99 a month, and so my subscribers are the reason I'm able to do this full-time. You can also support my stuff by supporting my sponsors. MTGOtraders.com. We'll love to buy and sell some Magic Online cards with you, and if you use code Hoagland PayPal at checkout with them, you'll save 8% on your singles orders there. CoolStuffInc.com buys and sells a lot of cool stuff, including TCG singles. Using promo code Jeff5, you can save 5% on Magic, Pokemon, and Yu-Gi-Oh cards with them. And Mac Weldon provides premium men's clothing. Using code Jeff Hoagland, you can save 20% on your first order there at bit.ly/HoagleClothes. They provide a lot of really nice casual wear. They make things like this polo that I am wearing right now, as well as a lot of other stuff. So be sure to check out that hyperlink for more of their products. At any rate, we're 1-0 in this league. We're going to play a league with this blue-red prison deck, and then we're going to play some Hallowed Vine to close out the night after that. So thanks for hanging out, folks. All modern, all evening. All right, next victim. Chalice into Bridge. Sign me up. I believe it is your Hollow Vine, Griffinson. How much RAM are we at? We had 2 gigs yet. We're getting close. Maybe I'll restart after this match. Do I Chalice on 1 in the dark? Probably. Probably. This is because Nivik was wishing bad 4-1 Juju. Let's not have that. Anoronics, you're unreal. Thank you for the nut support. I appreciate it. Thanks for the big party bits. You're the best. You're the best. Is this another blue-white matchup? What does the 300k bit badge look like? Oh, you gotta turn off the bit leader badge, because the bit leader badge takes it over. If every match is as long as that last one, it'll only be a 3-hour league, chat. It'll be fine. It's literally Anaronix's face. It is in fact just blue-white control. All right. Yeah, Chalice on 1 is going to be a little medium here. It's basically only going to stop. There's a reason why we put Chalice on 2 against the last one, right? Do I just want to go ahead and do this now? I can get something for 3 or less here. Do I want to just go ahead and get Crucible? Is that realistic? I guess I could also just transmute this. Oh, I like that. I like that. I like that a lot, actually. And I'm going to do it for 3. So this way, they won't crack this in response. Most likely. And if they have another Flooded Strain in their hand, we'll just, like, double Stone Rain them, probably. Hand's got a whole lot of nothing going on. Going to name the Mind Sculptor. The Sculptor of Minds. My mind is no longer sculptable. Moderators can talk in emote only mode. Alright, it's no Anaronix cheer, but I gotta start somewhere. Thanks, sweet Barney. I appreciate the bits. Let everyone talk again, mods. Please and thank you. All right, so again, so the question you always want to be asking yourself when you're playing this blue-red deck is like, what is my opponent's avenue to victory? How do I prevent them from getting there? So Jace the Mind Sculptor and attacking are the 2 ways my opponent can beat us. So we've cut off Jace the Mind Sculptor, so now we've cut off attacking. So we just want to like get these locks more stable, basically. Well, there's Inventors Fair. So we're 10 out of 10 just going to play that out, right? And I'm going to crack this at the end step and go get a Crucible of Worlds. It's slash emote only off. I have seen the new, in fact, my article went up on Gathering Match. Did they not tag me on Twitter today? Or maybe they tagged me on Twitter and there was just too much stuff going on. Did my article go up? I should really check and make sure my article went up. It did. There were a couple of decks that had, what's it called in it? That's annoying, but not the end of the world. I get to recast this. Trigger. Please cast Jace the Mind Sculptor. Thank you. Please Fate Seal me. Rats, they saw the line to Brainstorm. Why would I need to pop fair in response to anything? Oh! That's why I need to pop it in response, because this only works if you have 3 artifacts. I haven't played this deck enough. I don't actually know what the text on my cards is. I thought it only... I always forget that this has an if clause in there. Yeah, definitely should have cracked this in response. I just didn't know what my own magic cards did. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and transmute this and go get a... I'm gonna go get a Academy Runes. I'm gonna play this. I don't want to get this Ghost Quartered. Oh, I guess I don't have a way to go get it. If they, maybe I should have gotten Ghost Quarter and Ghost Quartered them to keep my Inventors Fair around. Yeah, that's definitely what I should have done. I should have gotten Ghost Quarter and Ghost Quartered them. Oh, they have Spreading Seas anyway, so it doesn't matter. Yeah, so like, I'm probably gonna lose this game because of that mistake. I'm like, I guess we have them locked out anyways here, so like, 6 in one hand, half dozen in the other. This is a backup plan against J-Salt, which is nice. Get Chalice on 4 to stop commands, right? They actually have Snapcaster and Negate in their hand right now, so like getting a Chalice on 2 would be pretty reasonable at some point here. We're negating Witchbane Orb. I think that card probably doesn't matter against them, so I'm pretty happy to see them negate it. I don't think Sylvan Awakening solves problems that the Jeskai Ascendancy deck has in my experience. There's already a wishable card that could get you... what's it called? A creature land. We're currently only up 1.5 minutes on clock, so I probably want to work on getting further ahead on clock here. That's pretty good. So I'll cast this, they'll Snapcaster negate it. Nope. Nope, yep, we actually just queued into blue-white control 2 matches in a row. Yeah, I should have played Sun Droplet there, right? Probably. Again, I'm not playing this Academy Runes out until I have something in my discard pile that I really want to... put back on top of my deck. The short pause while they read Sun Droplet there. They have Alliance, Snapcaster Mage, Supreme Verdict, Spreading Seas here. No, this is card for card, the same thing I played last time. I should have cut the... what's it called for my sideboard, though? This Padeem. Padeem should not be in my deck. That'll be gone next time we play this. We're gonna snap Cryptic, bounce my Ensnaring Bridge here, I assume. But like, that's only gonna be a temporary fix. I guess I could bounce the Sorcerous Spyglass too. Yeah, they're trying to use the Jace. Thinking I'd have time for some streams. Running at $20 a month is fine. My wife makes me take the night shift. Well, remember, all my stuff ends up on YouTube, so anything you can't catch live, you can definitely always check out on replay. I never say yes or no to donation deck list without seeing an exact 75 first, so feel free to whisper me a deck list and I'll let you know whether or not I think it's okay. Dragon Lord Ojutai resolves. This map, unfortunately, doesn't do anything with this Chalice of the Void in play. Neither does that. I'm going to play these out, though, even though there is a Chalice there. Just because I would like to not get attacked by the Snapcaster Mage. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, so... Like, I don't expect this Chalice of the Void to go anywhere, basically, so emptying those out of my hand seems valuable. At some point, we'll draw Ipnu Rivulet, and then we'll mill them out of the game. Thanks for upgrading my land to something that makes blue mana without dealing me damage. You're so nice, opponent. I don't believe any of the terrible things I've heard about you. Spyglass left the battlefield by a cryptic command bouncing it. Yep. I'm pretty sure Cryptic Command is like the only card we care about at this point in their main deck, so Chalice for 4, go. Oh, they might have D-Sphere, right? They could have D-Sphere. D-Sphere is real. We need Cavern on Artifact, right? I cut Artificer's Intuition because I never felt like it was a card that was helping me actually win the game. I felt like it was just kind of slow and clunky, and I replaced it with the second Tezzeret in the main deck, because Tezzeret's a card that's very good, and it helps me actually win the game in matches that I can't other win. There are a bunch of artifacts in our graveyard. I'm holding back runes because they have a field of runes in play. Oh yeah, I guess they can just put it back into play. Yeah, it's for the Spreading Seas. Like, there's no reason really not to hold the Academy runes until I have something I want back. All right, that's the Detention Sphere. So this is going to take my bridge away. Yeah, maybe this Chalice should have gone on 3. I don't know. We're gonna hit by this Dragon Lord Ojutai now, which sucks. The Sun Droplet, like, stems the bleeding a small touch. No, yeah, it really doesn't help you not lose is the issue. So I've got 3 bridges, 3 words, and 2 Tezzerets here. Yeah, that's true too. It's like 2 D-Spheres at most times, I think. We're up 4 minutes on clock here too, so like if they do end up killing us, we can probably time them out. I play pretty quickly on Magic Online. I play pretty quickly in paper too, but I play pretty quickly in general, so Yes, please. Hey, Knights. Thanks for the 8-month resubscription. 2/3 of a year. Welcome back. I appreciate the continued support. I assume they have a 2-mana counterspell at this point. We're not going to be able to get through, but we'll take a draw step at least here. It was a little unfortunate that we put Chalice on one and they were playing another blue-white control deck, so it didn't really do much. And then we drew a bunch of our 1-mana spells and we couldn't cycle them because I had this Chalice out. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Yeah, so it's not right to put this on 3 for sure. All right, this Tech Edge actually gives us another draw, right? Our deck's game plan is don't die. Don't die and eventually they give up. No, I am not joking. This is a snap negate. I'm going to make them click through it because there's a very real chance that our win condition is timing them out this round. Just Magic Online things. Wannabe Beetle. Not all boxers go for the KO. Not all Magic decks want to go for the kill. Thanks for the support. I appreciate it. All right, we're boarding in Padeem, even though they're going to have removal for him anyways, because that's how this goes. Welding Jar's bad. Crypt is bad. Sun Droplet's bad. Grafdigger's Cage is okay. Pyrite Spellbomb's pretty bad. That's pretty easy out here. You can watch us play Green White Counters Company on my YouTube channel, and I give you feedback. I give feedback on the deck after we played it at the very end. So if you don't want to actually watch the game, skip to the last 5 minutes or so for my feedback on the specific build that we played, along with seeing our record. YouTube.com/Jeff Hoagland. We played that deck earlier this week or last week, one of the two. No joke, Rollins. I actually, I was going to play the Curses deck tonight because it has a bunch of bonus points in it, but I chose not to play it because ley lines are bugged on Magic Online. I don't know. I don't really play Magic super competitively anymore, so I don't put a lot of thought into things like chess clocks. I will. This is my thought on chess clocks. There are a lot of reasons why chess clocks could be good or bad with use in Magic tournaments. There's a lot of pros and cons on both sides. What is not a valid argument to chess clocks being used in Magic the Gathering, anybody who tries to tell you that you can't use chess clocks at a Magic tournament because you can't expect people to buy and bring their own chess clock. You expect people to bring $1,000 deck of Magic cards to most tournaments. You can expect them to bring a fucking chess clock with them. Yes. This has been Hoagland's Ranting Minute. All right, double Flooded Strand, rest in peace. Do I just double Stone Rain them here, right? This is just a Stone Rain. let's just stone rain them. Your move, Yugi boy. Do with that as you will. Win condition, engage. Land D hype. Look, this is not a normal. I don't understand why. Actually, I do understand. Unlike most Twitch streams, we're not lazy here. I moderate my chat. So, like, relevant content links, those are fine. Anything magic related, starts to the game, stuff like that, whatever. Go ahead and share it. I don't care. That's perfectly fine. All right, what am I doing here? I'm getting I think I'm just getting Inventors Fair. I'm just like chewing them every turn for like the next 4 turns here. They left Path to Exile in their deck again. What a tilt. Just mono Path to Exiles in their deck. They gave me a discount on some stuff. Or they sent me some free stuff and I bought some stuff on my own as well because their stuff's really nice. What is love? Baby, don't hurt me. Don't hurt me no more. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Hey, hey, hey. Dragon Lord Ujitai. Just the casuals, like, draw all the running lands after we lock them off. Tilt. Draw the Spreading Seas to take us off our Inventors Fair. Bridge. Bridge. Damn, it feels good to be a gangsta. Ask me what it's like sometime, chat. It's fucking great, that's the answer. That's what it's like. It's fucking great. No, stop it. Stop it, opponent. Stop it. Why are you so rude, opponent? Why are you so rude? Why you have to be mad? It's only game. That's so rude. I just wanted to lock you out of attacking, opponent. Is that really asking so much? I think I'm gonna crack this Bauble at this point. Need to find another way to keep this Ojutai off our back. Wait instead of pinging him. Why? Well, bridges. Bridges. London Bridge is falling down. Do da do da do 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 do. I went ahead and baubled aggressively there because if we draw a whir, I can whir during their upkeep for a bridge. I assume we're dead. This is like old standard days, right? Where like 2 Ojutai hits is just the game. Again, like if they don't have a fast Ojutai in the 3rd game, it could take them reasonably 10 minutes or more to kill us. So I'm going to make them actually kill us just in case the game comes down to timing them out. This is not Lantern Control. This is Blue-Red Prison. They are fundamentally different decks. Didn't we lose? They won game 1. Yeah, you're right. You're right. Look, we've been playing against blue-white control with this deck for over an hour, chat. I've got no idea. I've got no idea who won what. Not a clue. You could in fact argue that I am clueless. It doesn't really matter if this game comes down to Gideon. It's not gonna win. No, Ojutai's a 5-4, and they have Gideon, so like. And I assume they have a counterspell at this point, so we're likely just drawing dead. We'll take a draw step here, but I assume this is over. That's adorable. Good game's opponent. Alright. Oh, I'm not going to do a full solid spiel just yet. We just did one and I need to recollect mentally here, but I'm going to restart Magic Online real quick. And by real quick, I mean as long as it takes to restart Magic Online doesn't exactly do anything quickly. Thanks everyone for hanging out. I appreciate it. I'm going for another few hours. We're gonna finish this league, which will probably be another couple hours. And we're gonna play some Hollowvine to wrap the night up. That was in fact an Ojutai. Third blue-white decade coming, please no. I couldn't tech edge them because my tech edge was under a spreading CSD. No, we're 1-1. We just lost to blue-white. We beat blue-white and then we lost to blue-white. Is there a place I can touch the clothes or do I just have to trust the marketing? I'm not actually sure if they're in physical. Okay, I don't know that offhand. You'd have to head to Google for that one. We're on the draw. I can cycle this Spellbomb. I'm gonna keep this. Like it's got all the cards we want, right? It's all dressed up and ready to go somewhere. Just gonna get destroyed by a rock deck here. I think this matchup's probably not amazing. If they have discard spells and no threats and no ways to kill bridge, it's probably pretty bad for us. Although I guess straight green-black doesn't have a ton of ways to actually kill bridge, right? We have a lot of welding jars. They took my Chalice of the Void. That's interesting. Now it looks like Living End can't play 1-mana spells. It looks like straight green black. Probably similar to what we were just playing. Yeah, I've got one Damping Sphere in the main deck. Just because, what's the word I'm searching for? They just click through their combat? I think they clicked through their combat by mistake there. Yeah, I've got one Damping Sphere in the main deck. Because reasons. What was the word I'm searching for? Because it's just a fine hedge when we have Whir of Invention to go find it. I wonder if they're playing the build we've been playing. Looks pretty close. Well, I guess all green black decks are like playing these cards, right? Oh, you know what? I should have, Alright, we could maybe get into trouble with this, but I'm gonna go get Bottled Cloister. Just start drawing cards here. You're correct. I also didn't have to make colored mana there, right? Oh, you're saying when I word. Yep. And like if they kill Cloister, they're not killing my bridges, right? And like they need to kill my bridges to attack, like they have a very finite amount. This matchup's probably pretty bad for green black, the more I think about it. Like, I know my green black only has 4 ways to kill artifacts in 75, and like this has 4 welding jars. So you have to draw a bunch of cards here. I'm gonna go ahead and just play this out for 2. Give me a way to kill Tarmogoyf if they ever beat through our bridge. Or like a Welding Jar, a Whir for a Welding Jar, or a Tezzeret away from locking this game up pretty much. I'm down for the new cryptocurrency called the Magic the Gathering reserve list. Isn't that the depressing truth? How would Jace be in this deck? I'm just going to ask you the question I always ask everyone. What problem does this deck have that you're hoping to solve by adding Jace to it? That's the question you need to ask yourself. Putting it on 3 kills my Ensnaring Bridge's missile head. That's counterproductive. The problem is no Jace. Yep. This deck isn't about trying to stop your opponent from top decking answers. This deck is about setting up a board state so your opponent doesn't have any possible answers that they could draw. That's what this deck is trying to do. That's what you're trying to accomplish with this deck. Maybe we get Crucible of Worlds here so we can start milling them out, basically. Honestly, the people that want to play Legacy should be most sad about the reserve list buyouts, because, like, the reserve list buyouts are going to remove people's ability to actually play Legacy. Man, the opponent's a trooper. I'd have just conceded this match on the green-black side if I wasn't playing it like an open or something. I agree, Revan. There's going to be a big market for counterfeit reserve list cards soon. We're going to see a very, very high demand for something like that. Like, it's lower risk than counterfeiting money, and a higher payoff in a lot of ways. Harder to trace too. By harder, I mean impossible to trace. Probably impossible to trace. Need to end their will to live. Let's go quarter their lands. They probably just weren't thinking about it, Tom. They're not going to win this game by draining us with brutalities for 2, to be fair. No, the reserve list cards aren't going up in price because people want to play Legacy with them. The reserve list cards are going up in price because people with neckbeards living in their basements are buying them out and using them as stocks instead of actual, like, cards in a game that people want to play Magic with. There's not, all these cards aren't spiking because there was sudden this resurgence of interest in playing Legacy. Like, these cards are spiking because people want to buy them out. Hey, Roughneck. Thank you very much for the Twitch Prime support. There's a lot of excellent people streaming on Twitch right now, so I appreciate you choosing to put your Amazon fun money towards my channel this month. Thank you, thank you, thank you for that. Oh, I drew my other welding jar. I was like, where's my other welding jar? I really want that. Here's my other welding jar. All right, let's cast this. And then we're going to put this Chalice of the Void on 3. Cut off Maelstrom Pulse as an out. Oh, it costs 1 more. Oh, my Damping Sphere prevents me from doing that. What a tilt. What a tilt. Did I already play a land? I did already play a land too. How many modern decks do I have? I don't own physical Magic cards. I mean, the reserve list is almost certainly the problem. I'm just saying that the natural demand from people wanting to use them to play the game isn't the reason they've become expensive. People use reserve list cards as stocks for the same reason non-business people open local game stores and end up going out of business because they make bad choices. I still have some of the Owling Mine cards. I bought like the commons and stuff that were a pain to try and borrow. But yeah, by and large, I borrowed everything in the Owling Mine deck. It's like when I play black-green at the Open next month, I'll just borrow every card in that deck too. Alright, let's mill them, and then we'll replay the Ipnu Rivulet. Sure, like you got in under the spike, and then you sold while they were high. Like, it's basically the same thing that's happened with crypto, right? For some people. When I bought into and sold out of Legacy back in the day, I bought in when they were low and then sold higher as well. It's going on rough deck. Yeah, we ended up just playing two blue-white players in a row. Well, they're down to 17 cards in their deck. I'm gonna go get another bridge here, right? Like I have this unlocked, so I basically just want to like cover them having too many abrupt decays. It's looking like they might be playing the 75 we just streamed based on what they've discarded so far. They're milling themselves, sure, have a fatal push. Love the stream, Goblin costume at a GP decks. I don't know about that. Thank you very much for the 2-month 3 subscription. I appreciate the support. Welcome back. Yeah, we're trying to, Boneless. We're 1-1. We beat blue-white control, and then we lost to blue-white control. I guess I'm down on clock and they're just trying to time us out. Oh, they're just delving the non-Tassiger cards out of their graveyard. Okay, that's funny. You're not wrong, Crude Waffle. I just don't think I'm ever going to play Legacy at an Open ever again. That's not strictly true, I guess. I suppose they could maybe ban Deathrite Shaman at some point and I'd feel compelled to play Legacy again. Alright. Welding Jar, get in my deck. Sun Droplet out. Damping Sphere out. Grafdigger's Cage out. Tormod's Crypt out. Yeah, and then people figured out, and then Modern got more interactive cards in it, and Humans became a good deck to keep people honest. And then people figured out that Grixis Delver is fucked in half in Legacy, so Legacy is just a bunch of Grixis Delver mirrors with people playing good decks. There's like Grixis Delver mirrors and 4-color control mirrors, just like Deathrite Shaman mush. This is a Ghirapur Aether good matchup. I guess Pyrite Spellbomb's not very good, so maybe this is better than that. If you're looking to have me tune a deck list for you before we play it and put like pre-thought into it, usually I look for a $50 donation. If I can't just like look at it and then play it cold. So, one, in my experience playing Delver and other people who play Delver a lot, the Eldrazi matchup's like 50-50 against Delver. Here's the other thing. Beating Delver isn't the problem. The problem is that Legacy's a format where we're talking about the cards are very, very expensive, right? So not everybody's playing Delver because one, not everybody wants to play Delver, and two, not everybody that wants to play Delver can afford to play Delver. So what that means is that even when a deck like Grixis Delver is really obnoxious and really powerful or 4-color control, it's still only a small percentage of the metagame. Like even 25 or 30% would be surprising. So like even though those decks are much better, you can't be good against just them. And like the Chalice on one Ancient Tombs decks, like those decks are pretty high variance. And like the mono red Stompy deck, sure, it's okay against Delver, it's okay against 4-color control, but like it's pretty bad against a lot of the other things in the format. I don't know what else I want to sideboard here. Padeem's probably fine. This extra Spyglass I probably don't need. These Chalices probably aren't great. The proxy rule is that if a Magic card has never been printed in non-foil, you can use a proxy card for it in Magic tournaments. So like Kess and Vial Smasher, those cards you can proxy. I mean, by and large, there aren't that many big Magic events that use Legacy. We just have a few Grand Prix a year and a few Star City events. That's just going to become more and more the norm. I don't know. At the end of the day, like, what Legacy is at a competitive level, like, ultimately doesn't really matter to me because, like, there aren't a lot of competitive Legacy tournaments. And even if there were, I don't even play that much competitive Magic, right? Like, we're a meme stream on this channel at this point. We just play things that look funny and are fun. So, like, I don't know. If Legacy is a crapshoot, it's not going to stop us from belching people. The fact that at a competitive level, Legacy doesn't have a lot of archetype diversity, like, ultimately doesn't have a lot of impact on my life. I think I want to wait to crack this Bauble because I want to try and get my hand empty ASAP. That's annoying. Am I just getting another untapped blue source here? It's just like fetching an island. This might just be fetching an island. Yeah, I think it is at this point. To be fair, compared to Modern especially, and even Standard, Legacy probably has the least archetype diversity of any among the decks that are really powerful than any other format in the game. Like, the blue cards, and especially the Deathrite Shamans and stuff like that, they're so, like, their power level is so much better than the other cards in the format. Like, it just stifles those other decks. Like, can you tell me a competitive aggro deck in Legacy? Most of the combo decks in Legacy are, like, frustratingly bad if you're looking for a competitive combo deck. Nope, just didn't think about Opal. 10 out of 10 should have got Opal. We might just get aggroed out not having a fast enough bridge here. Definitely should have gotten Opal last turn. That was a mistake. No, I don't consider Death and Taxes an aggro deck. I mean an honest to goodness aggro deck. A deck that's just like playing creatures with good rates on curve. Eldrazi's not an aggro deck, it's a stompy deck. It's a Chalice of the Void stompy deck. It's trying to cheese wins out of the format by playing Chalice of the Void. That's not an aggro deck either. Those are all prison decks, chat. Those are all prison decks. When was the last time a Curd Ape was playable in Legacy? Let's phrase it that way. When's the last time a Curd Ape was playable? A wild Nakatl. Just good, clean magic. This card probably doesn't do anything. Honestly, I'm gonna leave. The games they beat us probably involve aggro draws like what they just had, so I'm gonna bring these Sun Droplets back in. They probably have removal in their deck still, so I'm gonna cut this stupid card. Goblins was actually a mayonnaise is an instrument. Goblins was actually more of a controlling deck. And Burn is a deck that once upon a time used to be able to beat up on Delver strategies. And then do you know what Delver got? It got a 1-mana card that lets them play their cards faster and gains them health. That's what it got. Blue-Red Delver is a tempo deck. Do you know why it's a tempo deck? Because the actual aggro decks are unplayable because they don't have good tools. I think Deathrite Shaman is part of the problem that makes aggro decks really bad in Legacy, yeah. Damn, it feels good to be a gangster. All right. Pass the turn. Pass the turn. And like, as someone who's like somewhat of an expert or a specialty or just has played a lot of memes, if you don't want to give me credit, I've spent a lot of time playing a lot of really wacky Legacy decks. And even just, I tried before I played at the Legacy Open in Cincinnati, I tried every combo deck in Legacy that felt remotely competitive. And I ended up playing a prison deck because all of the combo decks felt awful against the good decks in the format. Black-Red Reanimator is the closest thing, and there's enough surgical extractions in the format that it's really not that great.
Here you go, my love.
Thank you, wifey. I love you.
Yeah, you better.
She brought me dinner, chat. She's the best. This is just Academy Runes, right? I think so. I played a bunch of Magic off-stream going into that event, JMP. And my records off stream were not good. Just pretty much got slaughtered. That's not true. Wizards of the Coast could circumvent the reserve list in a number of creative ways. They don't want to. Do you know how you can tell? Do you know how you can actually factually tell that Wizards of the Coast doesn't want you to play Legacy? Because look at how much it costs to play Legacy on Magic Online. Magic Online, the one place where the reserve list doesn't exist, so Legacy should be accessible. Look at how expensive Wizards of the Coast lets the Legacy staples get on Magic Online. I'm gonna play this other jar, because if they crack this, I can just like jar a jar and it's fine. True Name Nemesis is in fact 100 USD. That's one of the cards I'm specifically talking about. Beat to dubs. Yes. Yep. Wait, Wizards does Magic. It's weird, right? We are 1-1. This is game 3 of this match. I don't know if we're winning this or not. I feel like this could go either way. We really need a bridge. We really need a bridge. That's it. Well, that's really bad for us. Maybe this league will be shorter because we're just gonna die. So I understand and accept that Brainstorm is a sacred cow and will never be banned in Legacy. They should ban one of the other blue cantrips if we're never going to ban Brainstorm. If we just have like this silly gentlemanly agreement that like Brainstorm is going to be legal forever, Ponder probably shouldn't be legal. Basically, in order to diversify Legacy, you want to hack away at that core of cards that all of the good decks kind of overlap with. And that core currently, in my opinion, is Force of Will, Brainstorm, Ponder, Deathrite Shaman, and Delver of Secrets to a degree. So I would take the axe and I would axe Ponder and Deathrite Shaman to cut the power level of all of those decks that are playing that same core, and then hopefully that loss of power from those cards missing encourages or brings other decks up to snuff to be able to play a little bit more. But the real, yeah, ain't that the truth? Fuck that Gurmag Angler card. The real problem is Gurmag Angler. Ain't that the truth? No, yeah, I think Force of Will is fine. Force of Will is a safety valve in a format where they don't want to ban things like that. That's why I said the cards I said. I said Ponder, I said Deathrite Shaman. I said Ponder, I said Deathrite Shaman for a reason. And I understand what the sacred cows are, chat. I'm not gonna touch the cows, okay? I think I just have to take a draw step here. That's kinda useful. Does that give me an extra turn? I'm actually sure that gives me an extra turn. Don't you think if it cuts Ponder, you hurt the combo decks a lot? There's plenty of other cantrips they can play. I think banning fetch lands is also a great solution, but I also think it's a solution they'll never actually implement. So like, again, I'm trying to be realistic, chat. I'm trying to only suggest things that could actually happen. I think Ponder and Deathrite Shaman are cards we could realistically see banned. I don't think they will ban Brainstorm. I don't think they will ban fetch lands. I don't think either of those things. Not going to touch the cows. Yep. All right, we're going to get an island here, so that way if we draw a Whir of Invention, we can cast it. So we're looking for Bridge. We're looking for Whir. We're looking for Bridge, looking for Whir, looking for Tezzeret here. Probe should have been banned ages ago. Probe's an entirely different story. Probe's just like an offensive card from a game design standpoint, so it definitely shouldn't be legal. Yeah, banning fetch lands would literally kill Legacy because of the reserve list. Yep. All right. All right. 1 and 2 now, 1 and 2. Hopefully your night's going a little bit better than the last couple of games have gone there. Hey, JMP, thank you very much for the bits. I appreciate that. Whoop. Tonight's stream has given you your next year articles. You're not wrong. Thanks everyone for hanging on. I do appreciate it. Remember, if you're enjoying the content, consider subscribing to my channel. It helps me keep doing what I do here. Also, be sure to check out the sponsors, inkgaming.com. Would love to help you customize your gaming experience using code Jeff12. You can save 12% on custom playmats, mouse pads, binders, and bags with them. Cardsphere.com. Would love to help you turn your Magic cards into cash or other cards directly with other players. There's no haggling. They just take 1% fee off the top. And finally, this stream is made possible by viewers like Anaronix, Justin, Nivik, and you. If you are enjoying the stream, please make sure you hit that follow button. Following the stream doesn't cost you anything. It lets you know when I go live and with what. Always try and put the names of the things we're planning to play in the stream titles. That way you can know what to expect. And if you can't catch something live that sounds sweet, be sure to check out my YouTube channel, youtube.com/Jeff Vogel. I always archive all the stuff that I plan to play there. Sweet voices. I'm glad you're playing it. I hope you're enjoying it. I see you've got the sub icon there. Thank you for the support. Be sure to pop in the Discord if you're playing the green black deck and let me know what you think of it and cards you like and don't like, because I think that's the deck I'm going to work on for the open. Following the stream cost me my sanity. Oh, Zach. Won't cost you. That's true. That's true. That's a fair assessment. Isumaru, eh? Alright. Alright. I think I'm just cracking this now. I want to give myself the best possible chance at a third land to play this bridge on curve. Thalia is actually really good against the way our hand is here. If we draw an untapped land, we'll be okay, but if we don't draw an untapped land, we could just get beat down. Pithing Needle. What is this naming? I'm just gonna name Ally of Zendikar. Just want to cast my spells every turn to get my hand empty ASAP. Nah, that sounds really messy and bad. Also, Mental Misstep's just a miserable card to play with. Alright. Oh my god. I was so excited and then we tripped and died, chip. God, we're about to lose to mono white bears, aren't we? Lordy, lordy. All right. So we're dead. Good chat. We couldn't cast Talisman there. That is a lord, yep. By killing us before we can get it into play, Zach. Get in my deck, Sun Droplet, please. Don't need Witchbane Orb. Chalice is probably pretty bad here. I'd probably rather have Spellskite because it blocks as well. I don't think I want extra Welding Jars. Damping Sphere is pretty bad, though. Alright, yeah, there's your aggro deck. Modern has plenty of aggro decks. Modern has a lot of archetype diversity. This format's great. I'm gonna mute myself really quick while I finish my dinner. And by that, I mean drop my dinner on the floor. Oh, jeez. Well, that's unfortunate. Well, that was a really good frozen mac and cheese meal. Oh, am I keeping this? I think so. That is not a red source. Oh, geez, we did lose to that card earlier, didn't we? Exile every non-legendary card. Hopefully they're not playing that, because we definitely can't beat that card. My wife asked why I need more food in a little bit. I'll have to say it's because I'm an idiot. Alright, I'm just looking for stuff here. Oh, that's another welding jar, I guess. Well, I'm gonna eat the couple of noodles that didn't fall out of my bowl onto the floor. Oh, Lord Kataki, don't you wish that on me? We did Chalice for 5, right? I'll fill the cup since your bowl is empty. Thanks for the bits, Tormod Goofy. Wow, their deck's super aggressive. Seems like a neat build. Makes our Ghirapur Aether Grid much worse here. You get to block at least. I guess red Sorcerer Grid kills Thalia's Lieutenant this turn. This might set the record for Prison League since we're dying. Yeah, I used it to draw because we don't have red mana, Tom. That's exactly what that typing just was back now. It was, honey, I'm dumb and spilled my food. Please feed me. Just a little more to top it off. Thank you, Hierarch Noble. I'll drop some severed heads on me. I'm only running 2 Chalice of the Void in this deck because Chalice of the Void isn't very good in Modern. Chalice of the Void, this isn't Legacy where people have a bunch of decks that just get run out of the game by you putting a Chalice of the Void on one. Like, most Modern decks don't have over a third or more of their deck as 1-mana spells. You do want some Chalice of the Void in this deck though, because Chalice of the Void is part of our proactive lock. I'm gonna take this card and cut it from my fucking board right now. Yeah, power level is contextual. So I think Chalice of the Void is important in this deck because at some point later in the game, you generally want to tutor for a Chalice of the Void or two to, like, I know my opponent's playing artifact removal that costs 2, or I know my opponent's playing artifact removal that costs 3, and I want to lock them out of having those outs to, like, take my bridge off the table. But I don't think just having a fast Chalice wins us many games of Modern like it wins us in Legacy. So I like trimming on this card. I want some eventually to, like, finish establishing my lock with this deck to give my opponents no outs to get out of the board state I've created. But I don't want 4 of them because drawing multiples early is especially bad when it's not winning the game outright. I feel like we had a pretty healthy combination of mistakes and run bads in that league. I think next time we play this, we have a couple more runs of this in the queue. I'm going to try Metallic Rebuke in the sideboard. Metallic Rebuke is a card that'll be good against the Cryptic Command decks that felt, at the very least, I don't know if they're hard, they're at the very least close matchups. And they'll also be good against, like, random combo decks and stuff. All right. At any rate, we're going to play one more league before we call it the night.